such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right, 56, right. 56, check 56. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, you got deep? 66?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
We got this.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
82. Hey, Delta. Lefty. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got it. Hey, Great 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Waiting.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
56 to Mike. 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready. Mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Here I come.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Alert 3. Alert 3.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Trying the right side with Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Check 3.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll run with Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Go. Mike spot 9. Hustle.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Go. Waiting. It's a slant. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
On first down, they run with Howard. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. It's a second down run with Sanders. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. And that, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, box truck. Sunday.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Go. 120.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Hey, red flag 2, on here.
Mike 52. Stay with your man.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
82, 42.
Throwing his Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
17.
2nd and 1. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's how we do it, man.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sunday. Bus. 74.
Wentz. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Straight 15. Fast.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Let's get it.
Go.
Hey, they scared.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Kill it, motion me out. 56, the mic, boy. Shut up. Check 56.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
56. Mike's 56. Coming. 56 to Mike. 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Crunch time, defense. 52's the mic right here. Smooth.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Howard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Banjo. Check 99. Check 99. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Again, it's Howard. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?